Hi everybody, this is Boogass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Knightfall Nightwing figure. So before we take a look at Nightwing, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with your standard DC Multiverse base, but he stands really well on his own, so he doesn't need that. Up next, he comes with his data file. There you get a shot from the comic there. And if you want to read that, go ahead and pause that now. Up next, he comes with a set of fisted hands. Up next, he comes with an alternate right hand with his throwing disc in it, and it's sculpted and painted really well. I love that as an accessory. Up next, he comes with a relaxed left hand, and I really like this. I wish we would have gotten a right hand to match with this one, but we don't. And finally, he comes with these alternate accessory holding hands, but he doesn't come with any accessories for them. So yeah, I don't think these were really necessary to pack in with the figure, but I do appreciate that McFarlane Toys threw these in nonetheless. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. So taking a look at this head sculpt, I think McFarlane Toys did a fantastic job on this. I love the way it looks. The hair is sculpted really nicely. You get his tiny ponytail in the back. You can actually see the band that's around his ponytail is painted blue, so I appreciate that McFarlane painted that very fine detail on there. So yeah, I love this head sculpt. I think it looks incredible. At some point in the future, I think it would be really cool if we got a gold label with a mullet, because sometimes he was drawn in this outfit with a mullet. So yeah, it'd be nice if we get a future version with that hair sculpt as well. I really like the body mold that's used on this figure. I can't place what figure it is, so if anyone knows, leave a comment down below, but I really like the way it looks. All the muscles sculpted on it looks very nice. And this is not sculpted on, this is just painted on. I know a bunch of people are really unhappy because this isn't sculpted on. And honestly, it doesn't look too bad. If you can get the arms moved just the right way, it actually doesn't look that bad. Except for that left side. I'm not sure why the left side doesn't line up like the right side does. So yeah, it would have been really nice if it was sculpted on, but I don't think it entirely looks bad being painted on either. It's just these butterfly joints right here don't have any sort of paint detail on them. So if you don't have it lined up the right way, then it does look funny. These butterfly joints are extremely loose on mine. I don't know if it's like that on everyone, but if these were a little more stiff and didn't move so freely, I think it would look a lot better. So I might experiment with these butterfly joints, maybe trim them down and see if that helps it a little bit. In this outfit, he kind of has these wings that go back here, and I'm not entirely mad that they're not sculpted on because I don't even think the old DC Collectibles version from the early 2000s had that on it. It was just this pattern and it was sculpted on. So yeah, despite it being painted on, I don't really think it looks bad. I think it looks pretty good. Except for right here. This is extremely noticeable. I'm not sure why it's not lining up like this right side. The belt looks very nice. You get the Nightwing logo right there, and the pouches are sculpted very nicely. And the pattern came out really clean on these boots. I do see that there is a ridge sculpted on here though, so I believe this was used on a previous figure. As I said, I'm just not sure which one. But yeah, I think this looks really good. I think the colors came out very nice. And the articulation is really good on this. I don't think I have a figure that uses this body mold yet because his articulation is pretty top notch. And if you wanted to see the back of the figure, there it is. And as I said, with those butterfly joints, that makes it extremely noticeable where the pattern doesn't connect. So I think mainly the issue with this figure is the butterfly joints. If these would have been done just a little bit better, I think the figure would be perfect. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball jointed head that can look up all the way. He can look down just about all the way. He can move his head side to side very nicely. He has ball jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. He has these butterfly joints. I'm barely putting any force into it, and they're just shifting all around. So yeah, as I said, mine are extremely loose, and I need to find out a way to make them just a little bit tighter. He has a swiveled bicep that can move side to side, double jointed elbows that can bend all the way in, wrists that can move up and down and spin all the way around, ball jointed diaphragm and waist that can move back all the way. He can actually crunch forward a nice amount. This is more than on previous McFarlane figures, so that is really awesome. He can move side to side very nicely here, side to side down here at the waist very nicely as well. He can move all the way around there. He has hips that can do a complete split. If you turn him this way, he can kick up very far. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back all the way. He has an extremely nice thigh swivel. I think this might be the best thigh swivel on a DC Multiverse figure. He has double jointed knees that can bend back that far, ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, they're a little crunchy. spin all the way around, and toe articulation that can move up all the way. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to the Better Than Batman Nightwing figure, and these look to be about the same height. I really like that because these are the same character, so they should be the same height. So I'm really impressed that McFarlane Toys managed to get the height on these two just about the same. Here he is next to Batman. Here he is next to Azrael Batman. Here he is next to Catwoman. And finally, here he is next to the Megafig Bane. So overall, I would highly recommend this because I think McFarlane Toys did a fantastic job on this. I know a lot of people were mad because the logo is just painted on instead of sculpted on, but I think it's a very, very awesome figure. I think it looks great, the colors really pop on it, and the articulation is top-notch. I think this is one of the best articulated DC Multiverse figures that we've got so far, and especially for Nightwing, that's essential, you know. He's a very acrobatic character, so you need to be able to get him into a lot of poses, and you can really do that with this figure. The only real complaint that I have with mine is that the pattern doesn't line up on the left shoulder there, and the extremely loose butterfly joints. But other than that, I think this is an incredible figure, and if you find this, then you definitely need to pick it up because he is a very awesome figure. I feel like this will probably be hard to find at some point. I see a lot of people passing on this, and I think people will regret that in the future because I think this is going to be a pretty sought after figure at some point. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.